Hey everyone, what's up? I hope you're all doing well. I'm here to do some makeup. And yeah, let's do this. I did prime my face and finish my brows. I can't decide if I want to do my eyes first, my skin. Hold on. I think I'm gonna start with my eyes today. Just in case. Just in case. Here's the thing, I have a fair amount of eyeshadow palettes that were collaborations with people. So they're no longer available because it was just, you know, for a select amount of time. But I don't know, they've just been sitting there and I feel like I need to use them. And I also want to use them, but I feel bad because then it's like, you guys can't really buy them. I think every now and then I'll use those palettes just to get, you know, some use out of them. So with that being said, today I am using the ColourPop and SHAYLA collaboration. This is the Perception palette. Yes, I mean, it just has so many stunning shades. Beginning with some primer, this is the E.L.F Shadow, God, I still don't really know the name. Shadow Lock, Shadow On Lock, Shadow Lock On, I don't know. This one from E.L.F. You don't need too much eye primer. A thin layer should do the trick. I'm gonna bring a bit of that right underneath my eye. Oh, I should probably zoom in for this, huh? My bad. We are zoomed in now. My apologies. Now for my first shade, let's go into a mixture of Revenge and Thick. I haven't used this palette in ages, so I can't really remember how it's like, but we'll see. I'm gonna start by placing this in a diagonal. And let's work that into the crease. For the next shade, let's go into Played Out and begin to run that on the lash line. And I'm gonna take that at a bit of a wing. These are at completely different angles, my lord. Let's fix this a bit. That is the benefit, you know, of doing your eyes first, because if you kind of fuck up the shape of the eye, you can adjust it, since like all of this is gonna get cleaned up, but give me a minute. So now I'm gonna go back in with my first brush and soften up the edge of the wing. I'm gonna deepen up this outer corner a bit, so I'm gonna go into the shade Revenge. Now I want to separate that orange a bit, so I'm gonna add that right on top. Let's take a bit of that eye primer and clean up this inner part. I kind of do a mix between a pat and a swipe. All right, that looks kind of even. Let's keep going with it. Now to add a shade in that part, let's take the shade Sassy. And I'm basically just having this shade match up with that initial wing we placed down, so it kind of looks like a massive one. On a tiny little pencil brush, I'm gonna take the shade, let's do a mix of Revenge and Played Out. I'm going to be very gentle and add this shade right where those two colors meet. This is just a lot of back and forth, a lot of blending, well, at least for me, because I am really not the best at blending. Like, I don't know, I need more patience. So, going back into Thick, and I'm just gonna add a bit more orange right in this inner corner. I want to do something, but I don't know what. Okay, I don't know if this is gonna make any difference, but I am going to go into the shade Titus, which is a true like silver gunmetal shade. Just add a tiny bit onto the end of the wing. That's doing a little something. Okay, very cool. So I think I am gonna go onto the face and then come back to the eyes. Does that sound good? Sounds good to me. Cool, let's go. For the skin, what do I want to do? Well, luckily I didn't get fallout, so that's supreme. Let's use the Wet n Wild Dewy Photo Focus. You know what? Let's add some of the AURIC Glow Lust. Put some on the back of my hand. And then make sure my sponge has that product. And then start to blend. I have a new concealer in my life. I know it seems like I'm buying things in every video, and I'm not. Yeah, anyway. The JOUER, what is this? JOUER High Coverage Liquid Concealer. Whew! This has been something I have had my eye on for a long time, but I just couldn't get myself to buy it. And the other day I just did. So this is in the shade Chiffon. And holy shit, it is just like everything for a concealer. And the color too, I love it. I really do. I feel like I haven't tried out a new concealer in a hot minute. So I was just like, ooh, thank you. I mean, I am going to add a bit of a bronze because I feel like I need a little more life to my skin. Let's take a cream bronze first. This is the E.L.F. Putty Bronzer. Another new discovery of mine, but yeah, it's been a beautiful experience. Add just a pinch more concealer right in this inner corner. And I'm really gonna try to just blend this second layer of concealer right where I placed it. Yeah, man, this concealer, it covers up the blues and purples that I have, especially up right in this inner corner of my eye. And it does it with minimal product. I added a second layer just because, but even with one layer, like, it did what I wanted it to do, you know? Anyway, moving on. Let's do a light setting of the face just to make sure, you know, nothing moves around. And I've been going back to applying my powder with a sponge, at least for like a first layer, just because I find that it is really smoothing on the under eyes. Moving on to a powder bronzer, I am going to go in with the one from Beauty Bay. Did I use this in my last one? I don't think I did. Anyway, this is the Beach Bronzer from Beauty Bay. I've been applying my powder bronzers with a duo fiber, and it does something. It just looks so airbrushed, so I'm here for that. Just a little bit of bronzer on my nose, but I actually want to go in with a tad bit of contour. And the only actual contour shade I have is from the ALAMAR Complexion Trio. So I'm going to go in with that. I feel like every time I do my nose contour, it comes out crooked, which is quite the opposite of what I would like. What's next? Highlight? A little bit of highlight. Let's take the ColourPop Super Shock in Lunch Money. Do I want to do this one? Let's see. Let's do a test run. That's fun. Yeah, cool. Sticking with this. Yo, this seriously has lasted me like years. Okay, it is probably super expired, but it still looks cute. What do I want to do for blush? What are we feeling? No. I think we found it. So this is the E.L.F. Bite Size Duo in Spiced Apple, and I am going to take this blush and apply it onto my cheeks. Just kind of keep it a bit higher up. A little on the tip of the nose. And there we go. There we go. For the rest of the eyes, I am gonna take the shade Revenge, which I've used like 5 times in this whole look. And I'm gonna start with adding this to the outer corner of the lower lash line. Then let's take the orange and run that right underneath it. For a bit of an inner corner, I'm gonna take the shade IE, which is like a shimmery green. Okay, so my camera died and I was just like, you know what, let me go ahead and finish up the rest of the eyes. So I did that, added some lashes, some brown liner, and now for lips. Look, I'm gonna do a nude. Just yeah, this is the LA Girl Ultimate Liner in Keep It Spicy. For a little more depth, I'm gonna go in with a bit of a darker nude. Just right on the corners. A little at the bottom. And right at the top. Lip, should I go in with Fenty? Let's do it. This is the Unbutton lip paint from Fenty. Well, here is the completed makeup look. This is definitely like a top favorite of mine for sure. I am really feeling this face. Anyway, now I get to go take some photos of it. Hopefully that goes dandy. And yeah, I apologize again for using a palette that is no longer available. Let me know if that bothers you. If it does, I won't do it. I totally get it. I just figured I'd give it a shot. So yeah, that is all for me today. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Oh, that's a freckle on my foot. Oh, it like took over my whole leg. Oh, my foot is asleep. Oh. I need to eat like a banana or something. I don't know if I should eat first or take photos, because then I'm gonna have to like do my lip again. But I'm hungry. I'm gonna eat first.